Major Mohommed Ali Shah, defense expert, with us on the program. Ali, if you can hear me.
Yes, Vineet, I'm here.
Well, Ali, the escalation of war is at full swing, especially after Rishi Sunak met with Zelensky. There seems to be a renewed interest on behalf of Ukraine to carry on with this kind of an arrangement with the West and continue this war with Russia.
Absolutely, Vineet. Right in the very beginning, the West, the NATO nations were only using Ukraine to weaken Russia. That's about it. They have no emotions attached to Ukraine. They have no favoring. They have no love loss for Ukraine either. So it is only that they have made them the shield and they were trying to weaken Russia. So Russia could not do anything when Finland was entering NATO. Russia could not do anything. Though they had expressed a displeasure even when Ukraine was entering or wanted to enter NATO, or for that matter, when Finland entered NATO. So they could not do anything at that time. So Russian forces they are fighting with Ukraine, yes, but they are being weakened big time by the Western powers. And it's like, Vineet, if you and I do an arm wrestling, you are much stronger than me, so you will defeat me in arm wrestling, and thereafter somebody else says, okay, let me do an arm wrestling with Vineet. And Vineet has already fought with me in arm wrestling because he's tired now. So that is so Vineet might put up a tough fight, may not. But most of the energy has been used in the previous arm wrestling. The same logic the NATO forces were giving to here. The Western powers said, okay, let's weaken Russia as much as possible. And so who took advantage of all this? Ultimately, sitting far in the east, China. China, in fact, very smartly went ahead in the meantime while Russia and Ukraine war was on, went and made friends with Iran and Saudi Arabia, got them a patch up. And now we have the Iranian minister visiting Damascus, they're visiting Syria, and it is China who's benefiting ultimately.
Absolutely.
And the Western powers did not like the fact that in this meantime, where Iran and Saudi Arabia would become friends, and they will harbor the anti-American sentiments. And America, one more thing I'll conclude by saying that the Gulf nations have also realized that America has only exploited them for too long. So they decided to come together. So on the other hand, the Gulf nations are getting together. On the other hand, America is trying to further weaken Russia. Rather, America should further try to strengthen itself even more. And
Absolutely, Ali. Appreciate you joining us this morning and giving us those insights.